Hello and welcome. In this training, I'm going to share with you how you can quickly grow your business to success in 90 days or less using some really straightforward, simple methods that anyone can learn, and you can do this from home. So I'm really excited that you're here, and I can't wait to share some of this information with you. We're also going to talk a little bit about how to avoid the most commonly made mistakes while doing this so that I can kind of help you to get on that path to success as fast as possible. I'm excited to get started, so let's go ahead and I will share my screen and we can dive right into that presentation. So as I mentioned before, we are going to, pull me up here. We are going to learn the key ingredients to quickly grow your business to success from home in 90 days or less, using really simple and straightforward methods that anyone can learn while avoiding the most common mistakes. And one of the things that I want to mention is that this can actually be a lot of fun. So if you are in the mindset of that you want to grow your business and you want to have a good time doing it, there is a lot of opportunity to have fun while growing your business in this way. So let's get started. Well, firstly, let me just introduce myself. My name is Quinna Water, and it wasn't super long time ago that I was actually really struggling to get my first business off the ground. And now my team actually works with people who have been featured on Oprah, on Entrepreneur Magazine, and more. So my team has actually uncovered some of the most effective ad strategies and spends over $10,000 daily on ads for clients. So we really have some skin in the game and have found the strategies that have been proven to just scale businesses on all different kinds of niches. So I'm really excited and passionate because I love helping businesses scale because of how it's transformed my life and because of how it can transform your life. So the way that I like to do this is by becoming visible, simplifying processes, and implementing these proven strategies all from the comfort of your home. So what we're going to cover in this webinar is I want to show you the fastest way to grow your business through learning 2 skills that are actually easier than you might think. I'm going to show you the 3 commonly made mistakes when DIYing and what to do instead. And I'm going to show you a simple money mindset tool that will help to reduce stress, anxiety, and overwhelm within your business's growth. Also, I just want to mention that if you stick with me till the end, I do have a special gift, so please stay with me. Now, you might be wondering, is this going to be relevant for me specifically? So there are a few, like 3 or so different circumstances that you might be in that are going to communicate whether this is going to be relevant to you or not. So they are: 1, you really want to grow your business, but you're not sure how to best accomplish that. And you've become stuck. You're kind of stagnating and not moving forward in the way that you really want to. 2, you have a plan, but you're not really sure if it's going to work or not. And so far, you haven't been able to make the progress that you want to. So the going is slow. You haven't really gotten anywhere yet. 3, you've tried different strategies to scale your business, but you're tired of spending your time on these strategies that just don't seem to be working. So, and then this last one is just all of the above. So are you craving a simplified, proven strategy that will give you a stable, reliable income and the freedom to focus on the things that are important to you? So if any of these are relevant to you, then you are in the right place. Let me see. If you're more specifically like me, the reason that I really wanted to get and scale my business and grow was because I wanted to make a bigger impact through my business. Or if you want to have financial freedom, if you want to get your business running like a well-oiled machine that generates paying clients so you can spend time doing the things that really matter. Spending time with your family, having fun, going on vacations, doing the things that are really gonna, you're really gonna remember. And if you want to have systems in place that are time effective so that you can do these things. Those are a few more reasons that I want to say that you are in the right place if those resonate with you. So a little bit more of my story specifically is that I grew up really rurally. So I grew up on the outskirts of a very small town, off grid and without any electricity. Me and my mom and my brother, we lived very alternatively. And at different points, we actually lived in a tent. We lived in teepees. We lived in buses. We were really far out. So I worked hard and I saved up to travel. And I knew that I wanted to have financial freedom and I knew I wanted to have a positive impact in the world, not just in my immediate surroundings. So I think growing up in that really alternative way, it really pushed me into wanting to be a part of the world in a way that would actually impact and change the way that people live and experience life. So at age 22, I started my first business and it was a lot of work, but I learned a ton, and it's what gave me the confidence and the experience to start the business that I'm running now. So when I did first start my business or my first business, I was really excited. I had big dreams to serve my community and become profitable quickly. And you can see there I am. I'm cooking. I was a personal chef at first, and then I had a pop-up kitchen. And unfortunately, when I did start, I no, there was no big bang like I kind of expected. And even after a few months, I wasn't bringing in the type of clientele that I wanted. And it was really because my marketing game was weak. So let me see. So I was actually spending all my time on organic marketing. And I was putting up flyers. I was featured on multiple newsletters. I was putting a lot of effort and energy into it, but at the end of the day, I was actually literally personal messaging everyone I knew to get enough business to just scrape by. And it wasn't because my food wasn't good. It was just because I didn't have an effective marketing strategy, and I was so tired. I was exhausted. I was frustrated, and I was honestly kind of resentful. But what it came down to was that I just didn't have a strategy, and because of that, I wasn't able to have the impact in my community that I had really dreamed of when I first started out. And then I stumbled upon a gold mine, and that was a Facebook ad. And it helped me gain traction and become visible quickly. It gave me data on what I needed to change and improve upon to grow my business. And it really just changed the game for me immediately. So I realized that effective advertising is absolutely crucial for all entrepreneurs who want to make significant impact, who want to have financial freedom, who want to have an automated system to generate leads while you sleep. So I invested in a mentor to teach me the ropes of social media advertising, and I learned the strategies that are really blowing people out of the water. And what I mean by blowing people out of the water is that the results that we've been able to get are just absolutely amazing. So, for example, in this case study, we were helping a landscaping business who was looking for leads, and we were able to actually get them a 15-time return on ad spend for what they put in. So we built them a campaign that brought them qualified leads, and then we're able to actually duplicate this in a lot of different cities for different people and bring in some really good business, and also just help this business to make the impact that they really wanted to do and do some beautiful landscaping. So the thing is that I'm not special. You can do this too. You can get your business off the ground and in front of the right people in 90 days or less by learning only two skills. So these two skills are Facebook ads and funnels. And I'm not talking about funnels like the ones that you'll find in the tool shed or in the kitchen. These funnels are simple landing pages with no coding required. So they're really straightforward and easy to learn, and they can actually be a lot of fun to build once you kind of learn the the strategies and learn the basics for how to build them effectively to convert people. And of course, it'd be specific for whatever your business is, but really there's like a foundational, you can build them in a foundational way and then customize it for your particular business. So 90% of businesses use social media for advertising, and there's over 2 billion people who use Facebook and Instagram. So what that means is that really this is the platform that you can have the biggest impact on. If you are wanting to get out there, then this is really a no-brainer. Facebook and Instagram advertising is really unparalleled. In comparison to all the other social media platforms, this is the platform that has proven to get the most amazing results in niches across the board. And it's because you can have a massive impact in a relatively short amount of time, and you can remove barriers, build trust and rapport, and create ads that don't feel like ads. So who wants to be targeted with an ad that doesn't feel personal at all? I know that for me, when I'm watching TV or listening to the radio and ads come on, I just disengage. I don't care. I don't want to listen. And I just kind of, my brain's just like, meh. So the difference on the Facebook and Instagram is that you can actually create ads that are speaking directly to your ideal customer, and then you can put them in front of those people through the targeting and through all these different amazing things that Facebook has, and you are able to really build relationships and engage with people. And so really that what it comes down to is that Facebook and Instagram ads are the fastest and most effective form of advertising. Now you might be thinking, yeah, okay, but Facebook ads are complicated and require a lot of work though, right? No, actually, with the proper guidance, they can be very straightforward and simple, and you can learn the craft in only 6 weeks. So I will say that it can be very confusing if you don't know what you're doing, but with a simple breakdown of how to do it, then they can be learned quite simply and effectively and easily. So not to worry, you can learn them even if you grew up in the woods with no experience technologically wise, like me. So the truth is that you don't need any background in marketing, you don't need any following, you don't need any publicity, and you can be very creative, and you can actually outsource the things that you don't enjoy. So say you're building an ad and you just don't enjoy writing ad copy. You can hire somebody to write that for you. So you can actually hire out the parts of the business that don't enthrall you while still taking control of your own marketing and being able to engage with the people that you want to engage with. So it's really kind of an exciting and amazing world of advertising out there and how it's changing so much. Now, I do want to mention that this is not a get rich overnight scheme. So if you're expecting me to say, oh, I can make you $1 million in a couple weeks, that is not what I'm saying. This does require work, effort, and commitment, and a certain amount of testing. Because say you are having a new offer and you've never sold this offer, then one of the things that you will be doing is actually testing your particular business offer and seeing how it resonates with people and seeing if it's an applicable offer and if you are really going to be able to make that work. So you can actually gather data and information from running these ads to get a sense of what is wanted, what is an in-demand business, and what needs to be shifted if it's not, in order to optimize and make it more desirable. So again, this is not a get rich overnight scheme. You do have to put in work and effort in the beginning to build your system. However, it can be very, very effective. Oops. And here is a testimonial from Jenna. She said that over the past few months, Quenna has helped my business grow exponentially. With her guidance, I've increased sales, learned how to advertise in a way that is effective and authentic, created automated systems so I make sales while I sleep, and streamlined my entire marketing plan. So, really, what she's saying is that she simplified her whole entire process and now she's able to bring in leads while she sleeps. So, this is more than possible for you as well, is what I want to say. Another case study we've got here is a business coach who actually made $81,000 in course sales in 30 days. And that was through building a specific funnel that we did for her, a webinar. We created a strategy that really just pulled in these qualified leads, and she was able to close out 15 sales from 38 booked calls and have a nine time return on ad spend. So she spent around $9,000 in her ad spend and made 81,000. So the other thing is that the more that you're able to spend, the faster you're able to get results and data and grow your audience. So really, it's an incredible platform. Now, one of the things I want to come to is that there are some mistakes that people often make when running their own ads. And I want to help you to become aware of those so that you don't make the same mistakes, so that you save money and time, and that you don't get sucked down this rabbit hole. So the first mistake is boosting posts. And boosting posts is technically considered creating an ad on Facebook, and it's very easy to do because when you are building your post, just to post on your business page, say, there will be a little button that says boost post. So it just feels like kind of a quick, easy way to get your ad in front of a lot of people. But the issue with it is that you don't have a lot of control over who sees it. So you cannot engage with them in the same way as you would with an audience that you were specifically picking out with all of the tools that you can within the platform. You cannot retarget people when you boost a post, and that is one of the most useful pieces of Facebook advertising, and I'll talk about that more if you book a call with me. You cannot access the same data from the ad, so you're not able to see those same metrics and insights into who's engaging and how they're engaging and how far they're getting through your strategy, your funnel. And the other thing is that you have some limitations on your ad placement, on your time frame, and on your as I said, your targeting, and you just aren't able to fully utilize all of the tools that are available to you. So it's kind of like putting your ad on a billboard. It just doesn't give you the same control that you could have otherwise. So it's not something that I recommend. The second mistake is not having a long-term strategy. So when you're running an ad without a clear call to action and thought out strategy for following up and retargeting, then you are underutilizing your money. So the thing is that when you aren't building a 90 to 180 day plan, you are missing out on potential customers who are familiar with you, but not quite ready to buy. So when you don't have that strategy, you just aren't able to make the same impact because, as we now know, it doesn't take just a couple of times of seeing someone like it used to in order to convert somebody. Now you need to build a relationship with people and build that trust and rapport so that people get a sense of who you are and make sure that they are actually resonating with what it is that you represent. And so without having that longer term strategy, it's very challenging to make your money back because you aren't making the impression that you need to over time. Because I know for me, if I see somebody randomly for the first time and I don't really know them, I'm a lot less likely to go ahead and believe everything that they tell me. Whereas if I see them consistently over a couple of months and I start to see that they are staying consistent with what they say, that they are providing value, all of these different things, then I'm going to be a lot more likely to trust them and want to be curious about what it is that they have to offer and if it would work for me. So the third mistake, excuse me, is shiny object syndrome. And this is extremely common because there is so much information out there. And there are so many people yelling at us and telling us, I see them in my ads all the time. This is the strategy that's going to work for you. This is the strategy that's going to work for you. And people are promoting all these different strategies. And so we might want to test them out and say, oh, well, let me just try that strategy and this strategy and that strategy. But when you don't have a really clear understanding of how you are taking your specific customer on a journey from a stranger or your ideal customer, ideal client, from stranger status to paying customer status for your business, it's easy to just test money down the toilet because you might be trying strategies that are actually specifically meant for a different business. And so without that more customized plan for you, then you aren't really gathering the results that you need. So when you're spending, 20, 40, $100 here and there, testing these random strategies, it's really basically just a recipe for disaster because it's only going to A, confuse your pixel, and B, gather irrelevant data. One of the things that is amazing about Facebook ads is that over time, when you are running ads to the people who are buying your stuff and who are interested in your stuff, then your ad account will actually start to target those people naturally. And it's called seasoning of the pixel. But when you're testing a lot of random strategies here and there, then it confuses the data and you don't have real results that you can read and interpret how to change and what's working and what's not working. So it just ends up being kind of a waste of money and energy and time. And what it can also end up doing is kind of making people like lose faith. It's like, oh, well, I've already spent $500 trying all these different things and I haven't gotten any results, so this must not work. Whereas it could just be because you are just trying random strategies and not sticking with one specific thing. So those are the three mistakes that you want to avoid. And I'm also going to tell you what to do instead. So I do just want to mention that with all the information available, it's really easy to come across some strategies that are still being sold, but that aren't actually effective. They're just kind of like broken strategies. And when you are using these, it's very challenging to make real impact and grow in the way that you want to. So if you have been following these strategies, it doesn't necessarily mean that your business it can't be successful. It just means that you haven't been using the results that you need to, that are customized specifically for your business. So let's go ahead and dive into what to do instead of these boosting posts, not having a long-term strategy, and having the shiny object syndrome. So the first solution is don't boost your posts. And instead, you want to build your ad in the ad manager. And this you can do very easily you can create an ad manager, and then to build your ad in the ad manager, you will be able to take advantage of all the available tools there and resources to get your ads in front of the right people in order to get and gather the relevant data to use for optimization And you can get the biggest bang for your buck, because when you are showing your ads to the people who really care about what it is that you're offering, then you are much more likely to get more conversions and sales and be able to really build that system that's just generating those leads while you sleep. So solution number one is, instead of boosting your posts just on your business page, go ahead and create yourself an ad manager account and build your ads there, where you can take advantage of all those resources that are going to get your ads specifically in front of the right people and give you the data that you want in order to understand how to improve your ads and what parts of them are working or not working, and all of those good metrics. So the second solution is create a long-term strategy. So go ahead and build yourself a 90-day minimum plan and get a really clear sense of what it is that you want to do. You need to know what actions you want your leads to take very specifically. You need to make it easy for them to move forward and take those next steps. As simple as it can be, the better. You want to just ask them what it is that you want them to do and then provide the pathway to that action. You want to have a plan for retargeting your potential customers. And what I mean by that is that you are able to see who has engaged with your ads but not followed through and gotten to the end of your strategy. So what I mean by that is that you are able to actually show these people specifically relevant ads to them to encourage them further along your ad. Because the thing is that when you're speaking to somebody who's unfamiliar with you, you will talk to them differently than when you are speaking to people who are familiar with you. And so that really allows you to create a strategy that is tiered in order to send ads to somebody who's never seen you before, and then send different ads to people who have seen you before, so that you can have different asks and show different parts of your business and yourself to these people, depending on what level they are at in how well they know you. So the third solution is to stay focused. You need to do adequate testing in one strategy before you move on to another. You need to try out every angle of this one approach so that you really get a clear sense of what worked and what didn't work, rather than just a few dollars here and a few dollars there. And then you need to evaluate and optimize. So take note of the data that you've gathered and then tweak it where it's needed, depending on what that data says and what those metrics communicate to you. So I hope that you found these strategies helpful to get you a bit more clarity on what kind of needs to get done in order to build yourself a really good plan and not waste money, and kind of have that more long-term mindset so that you can really get that return on investment that you want. And I'll go ahead and continue in with the presentation. So when you are able to market your offer really effectively and build that customized plan, use those proven strategies, and really take that action and encourage your clients and your ideal clients to take that action, that's when you really get results. And when you do learn those marketing strategies that work, you can really transform your business and your life. And if you can just imagine for a moment experiencing the life that you dream of with true financial security, I just want to say it's possible. It is more than possible if you are able to believe in yourself and put in the work that it needs to take in order to build this foundation to grow your business upon. So now I want to share with you that money mindset tool that I mentioned at the beginning of the webinar, to kind of just help you to relieve some of your potential anxiety or overwhelm around these business decisions. So do you ever feel paralyzed, anxious, or overwhelmed when it comes to making business decisions around money? The truth is that determining what makes a sound business decision or investment takes discernment. And one of the things is that I want to mention right now is that anxiety and overwhelm are often referred to as really negative emotions. However, they can actually be signals, like it's like a roadmap that we need to follow. Our emotions do point to some level of truth, because if we are feeling something, there must be something to it. So when you are deciding and making a business decision, then there are ways that you can kind of discern, okay, well, what is this anxiety from? Why do I feel so overwhelmed about this? Is it because I'm scared to move forward? Because why? What are those reasonings? Is it because I'm afraid of the growth that could come, or is it because I know that this isn't what I need right now and I need to do something else? So being able to really clearly ask yourself what it is that's creating that emotion is a key first step. So it is important to consider various angles before coming to any conclusion. And so in that regard, I've put together a few questions to ask yourself for this purpose. So when you are analyzing risk factors before spending money on your business, there's a couple of things to keep in mind, as I said, but the very most important one is ROI, which is return on investment. And this is a really, really crucial question to ask yourself. Is there an opportunity to make money back? So can I make my money back? And when you really come down to it, if you're investing in your business, you want to know that that money is going to be able to come back. So ask yourself that. And then you want to keep in mind that all business does entail risk, but these questions will be helpful. So ask yourself, what does my business need specifically in order to get it where I want it to be? And it can be helpful to just write these down. So if you want to just pause the webinar, take out a pen and paper and write this down. What does my business need specifically in order to get it where I want it to be? What are the risks I am willing to take to get to the place I really want to be? Is this investment going to simplify or complicate my business in the long run? So if you're thinking about that bigger picture and that long-term like plan that you've built or that you're going to build, is this going to actually help your business to simplify it, to simplify your life, to make your life easier, or is it going to complicate it and give you more work and give you more struggle and confusion? And then the last question is, how does this make me feel? Am I afraid, excited, unsure? So really delve into what the idea, that idea creates inside of yourself. And listen to it. Trust yourself. So we have a lot of wisdom in our bodies, and we have to take that into account and remember that it's so important to listen to what our bodies are telling us. So really trust that strong gut sense that you have one way or the other. You want to write down the pros and cons of moving forward or staying in the same place. So what will pushing yourself do? What will staying in the same place do? And then really ask yourself what you want and what risks you want to take. So if you do experience blocks, fears, or limitations, just acknowledge them and remember that more often than not, our fears are in place to protect us. And the thing is that sometimes the fear can actually get in the way of growth. So ask yourself directly if these particular fears are helping or hurting your business's growth. So to do a little summary, I am going to summarize kind of some of what we've talked about, and that is the fastest way to grow your business without any prior marketing experience, endless trainings, or years of investment is to get your offer in front of the right people using proven strategies so that you can increase your impact, have financial freedom, and spend time on the things that you love. So, there are 3 choices here moving forward. 1, don't do anything. Stay in the same place that you are and just continue trudging along in the way that you are. And the chances are that the reason that you're still watching this webinar is because you don't want to stay in that same space. You really want to move forward. 2, do it yourself. So do it yourself and figure it all out on your own. The only thing I want to mention is that this is the slow way of learning. So this is the slow track, the slow lane, and you can certainly learn a lot. I've DIY'd a lot, but I really realized that when I wanted to get ahead of the game as quickly as possible, I invested in a mentor to really teach me those strategies and hold my hand and break all of these confusing things down for me so that I didn't have to spend that time and energy learning it. And see, the thing that I want to mention is that when you are doing it yourself, you might not be paying, but monetarily, but you are paying with other currencies, and those currencies are your time and your energy. And so really being able to say, what do I value the most? Do I value my time or my money? And of course, it's important to value both, but you can always get more money. You cannot always get more time. So the third choice is to have your ads built and fully optimized in 90 days or less by working directly with me. And you might be wondering, what is that about? How can I do that? And what does that mean? So I've actually created something called the Lead Generator Ad Course, and this is a mentorship in which I will work with you one-on-one to teach you everything that you need to know to scale your business quickly and effectively in 90 days or less using Facebook and Instagram ads and funnels. So that's it put very simply. Now I want to mention that you are in the right place if you want a direct line to qualified customers who value and appreciate your business. Be a well-oiled machine that generates leads well into the future. See, more stability, freedom, and a proven system that you can rely on. So these are a couple of the things that you can actually get from really creating a system that builds your business and helps you grow and scale. So you might be wondering now, what will I get? You will get 3 months for me to personally hold your hand to build a system to generate leads while you sleep. You'll get one-on-one weekly live meetings with me to clarify your messaging, create a customized strategy for your business, and receive one-on-one support, accountability, guidance, plus my direct feedback, reviews, and audits of your ads, funnels, website, really anything you need that guidance and support and feedback on. You will also get 75 plus detailed training videos, including examples of successful ads these training videos will take you from a total beginner to ad savvy within 6 weeks or less. What you'll learn in this mentorship, put very simply, is how to create effective ads and optimize them in 90 days or less. Proven strategies to turn strangers into paying customers, all about Facebook and Instagram marketing and how to make it work for you, plus bonuses on how to stay consistent without burning out, mindset support to keep you focused, on track, and remove barriers, and content tips to help simplify your posting strategy. So really, there's going to be a ton of extra bonus stuff in there. And I know that sometimes when you're learning a new skill, it can get a little overwhelming and challenging. And that's why I want to give you that one-on-one support and really help you so that you don't get stuck halfway through. I know that it has been kind of a thing in the past where you buy a course and then like it just sits there and and then you take it and then you realize, oh my God, I have to buy all these other courses as well in order to really get the results that I want. And I will promise you right now that that is not what my course is like. I will actually give you all of the tools and recipes to get where you want to go. So what you can expect is a fully customized plan and strategy for your specific business goals. You can expect a thorough understanding of how to effectively market your offer, create and optimize ads, and build conversion-focused funnels. You will also have the support and guidance to take you from fledgling to flying. So no matter if you aren't familiar with Facebook and Instagram very much, the ads or anything, excuse me, then you will still have the support and the guidance to get you to basically becoming an expert in ads like in just a few weeks. So this is really an all-encompassed offer. A little bit more feedback is that Quinna offers strategies that create tangible results and is excellent at articulating, excuse me, every step along the way. She is a creative problem solver that is always ready to handle any challenge that comes her way. I am so grateful that I found Quinna. Without her expertise and guidance, my business would not be where it is today. Thank you, Quinna. So this is just some feedback from some happy customers, and I just wanted to share in case if that's helpful. Another case study that I have is how a new life coach made 45K in 30 days. And she was able to get 61 booked calls in 30 days at $15 a call. And her return on investment was $4,352. So turns out she didn't spend a lot to get all those results. Another case study I want to share with you is a 10-time return on investment or return on ad spend. And this was for a permanent makeup studio. And we have actually been able to create some really significant results for this business and for other similar businesses, and replicated those campaigns with similar results in various cities. So this client has actually gone on to repeat these same results month after month and is still running ads to generate this type of money. So very exciting. Now, if you do want me to show you exactly how to scale your business through the most widely used platform using these tried, true, and tested strategies, then I really encourage you to book a call with me and we can really talk about how we can do that for you. So I just want to mention that this is really the crucial strategy and the crucial ingredients that many businesses use to reach that peak success and then stay on top. So for example, Nike, they are huge, right? They have so much money, so much capital, and yet they still run ads all the time because they know that in order to stay on the top, they need to stay top of mind. So on the call, we will determine if your business is a good fit for advertising on Facebook and Instagram solely, and precisely what it is that you need to do to hit those revenue goals that you have over the next 6 months. We really, on this call, want to help you figure out if this is a good idea for your business and for you or not. So this is a no pressure, no stress call. It's really just to get a sense of what it is that you are needing in your business, what it is that's blocking you, and if we feel like we can help you to really get to where you need to go and get where you want to go. So I do want to say that there's a limited number of spots that I sell per month. So those of you who do get in will have an advantage of starting early. And the thing is that things are actually just continuing to improve on the platform. So, in order to skip the learning curve and tap into the proven strategies that are working now, I really encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity. I also want to say that no one is teaching this in such a specific, focused, and one-on-one way as I am. So if you do get into this program, you will have an unfair advantage. Now, you've made it to the end, so here is my gift, and that is if you book a call within the next 24 hours, you will be eligible for a $500 fast action bonus off of the tuition. So on the call, you just mentioned fab bonus, and I will get that hooked up for you. So I'm so excited that you have been here, and I also just want to mention that once you book a call, you will see this form, and it's just a very quick and easy application. Please fill it out. It'll just ask you a couple of questions for me to get a sense of what your business is, what you're struggling with, if you've run ads before. It's really quick and simple. And I also just want to mention that it's not too late to start investing in your future and to start really taking your business to the next level. So I am so excited that you have stayed with me through this whole time. And I'm really looking forward to talking with you and learning about your business and what it is that you need to get to that next level, of revenue and freedom and stability. And I'm just so grateful and thrilled that you're here with me. So I hope that you have a really wonderful day. And I hope that this has been super helpful. And I look forward to talking more. So we will talk to you soon. Bye.